ladies and gentlemen, Pimpmunk. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Wood. This is the Morning Wood where you get what, Missy?
Wooded so good.
Yes, indeed. It is a Tuesday. It is September 1st.
Mm-hmm.
We're now in September, and it is the year of
we enter a new chapter in hell.
Yeah, dude. We're getting closer and closer to the end of the
ninth layer.
But we're joined today, of course. Today we're here, and we're joined by the returning, lovely, beautiful, wonderful, smart scientist Mel. How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm great. Thanks for having me again. I always have fun on your show. It's awesome.
I love it when you get on my wood, baby. Anyways, we also got the one I call the chunky Van Halen, the better Van Halen. He looks like a young Van Halen. I'm talking about Dirk Cobain.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, people.
And I'm here with my lovely co-host as well, Missy. How you doing, baby?
Good morning.
And the wonderful producer man, Booleanenator. And
hello,
of course, hello. And of course, Shabisky's doing, there he is. His
right
dumb
on
ass.
time. Right
What?
on cue.
Huh? That was all part of the plan.
No, it
We
wasn't.
talked about that before the show.
No, it
I
didn't.
got
That
a
was good, my
question.
entrance.
I got a question for you, Shabisky. How is it
What?
that you go and get coffee, and yet we never see you with a cup of coffee in your hand drinking it?
That is weird.
Ah, there we go. Finally, we have proof. We have proof of the coffee. All right.
I think it's whiskey and chocolate milk.
Yeah. Whiskey and chocolate milk.
Who would do that to whiskey?
Yeah, I only use Yoo-hoo.
So, speaking of which,
Okay.
what is your whiskey of choice, Mel?
Oh, gosh. That's okay. So if you ever go overseas and you get an opportunity to like go into those, oh God, the word escapes me. What's the word where you can go into the store in the airport?
Oh,
Duty free.
yeah.
Yes.
Duty free. They always run specials on the liquor, right? So I found a really nice Oban whiskey. It was like 2 bottles for $80. I'm
Damn.
like, I'm gonna get that. And Oban is really nice. It's smooth.
I've never had Oban.
Lagavulin is nice, but you can probably just have one glass because that's
She's
all you
naming all
can
this
afford at the
fancy
bar.
shit I ain't never drank before.
But I like those. I do
See-
like those. But if I am just picking some up at the store, let's see, I would probably get Glenlivet 12.
Glenlivet's pretty good. I like.
I
Glenlivet.
would have pegged you as a Maker's Mark girl, to be honest, scientist. No, that's just me.
That's my whiskey. That's my whiskey.
It's
Don't
I
insult. Don't insult the god of whiskey, right quick. Now.
do you guys know the story about Maker's Mark?
I do, but refresh my memory.
Okay, so they weren't selling so great, and so they decided to change the bottle a little bit so they could put it on the higher shelf to make it look higher end.
Yeah, and they put the little wax on it to make it look fucking great. And
Yeah.
it's very cool. The wax on the bottle, that's the Maker's Mark. But it is a good
My
whiskey.
uncle loves that stuff.
I love it. That's my
It's
favorite
nice.
whiskey. But now she mentioned Glenlivet. Glenlivet is very good. I will say.
Glenlivet 12 year, man. I like
And
that.
And I like Bullet too. Bullet is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
a strong whiskey. Now
Yeah.
It's a strong whiskey. You drank it, Shabisky. There will be a pubic hair pop up.
Ah,
Yeah.
dude, I'm gonna get it then. Send me a bottle. I'm excited.
Now, for a cheap whiskey, I mean, for something that's very affordable, I'm gonna go old school. Go Beam, Jim Beam.
Oh, I don't know.
I like Jameson.
Yeah.
See,
Sounds
everybody
good.
says Jameson. I'm not a Jameson fan.
I love Jameson.
I'm not
Do
a
you-
Jameson.
Do Do you know what turned me on to whiskey? Because used to, I wouldn't even touch the stuff.
What's that?
Out in Gatlinburg, there is a place called Davy Crockett Whiskey. And I think it burned down in the fire when they had a fire out there. And they had salty caramel whiskey, and it tasted like melted candy. And so I used to hate whiskey, so I started with that stuff. And then I'm like, okay. Then I started to develop a taste for it. They had salty caramel. They had like a chocolate flavor. I'm like, this is nice. And then I started like, let me try these others. So once I started to get, a taste for that whiskey, then I was like, I'm just going to try it without all the fancy flavorings in it.
Yeah, that's the way I am. I don't really care for the fancy flavors. So just give me a straight whiskey. But I'm also a gin guy. A lot of people jump on me about that, but I don't care. I like gin. Gin's
nice. Oxley gin. That's probably the best gin I ever had, and that was out in London at the
I've heard of it. He never had it, but I have.
Oh, I can't find it anywhere. But I was told to try an Oxley gin and tonic over at the St. Pancras Hotel. There's a little bar there, like a restaurant. I forget the name of it, but the Spice Girls made a video there once, and this with the spiral stair. I tell you what I want, that place. Okay,
tell me what you want.
Yeah, that thing. So I had an Oxley gin and tonic there. I'm like, okay, this is amazing. And so I'm just like,
see, I like martinis. I like martinis, but they got to be just to coat the glass with vermouth. The rest can be all gin. I'm good with that.
There you go. That's you like martini, Shabisky? You don't. Have you ever had a martini, Shabisky? You're muted. God damn it.
Stop muting me. Scientist Mel.
I was using the force, man. You got to respect my ability to use the force to mute you.
That's rude. Okay.
Why are you attacking the guest? Don't attack the guest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that much of an alcohol drinker. I just drink beer. Just
no, you don't.
Beer.
You drink piss. You drink Mexican beer, which is pure fucking piss. Mexican beer is the worst beer on the planet.
It's the best piss on the planet. It's
that Modelo shit, fuck that in the butt.
But it has that fancy gold shit at the top.
Dude, you need to drink an IPA and shut the fuck up is what you need to do.
An IPA?
Yeah. Have you ever had an IPA?
I think so.
You haven't.
Pretty sure at a bar.
You've been to a bar, Shabisky?
I've been to a bar before. Crazy fact. I'm almost 30 and I've been to a bar.
Yeah, almost 30. A wiener. Yeah,
I went to the bar and I showed them my wiener. So what? What of it?
Go back to bar.
It's called a dick or a penis or a cock, as Missy likes to call it.
Song in the South Park when they go wiener, 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 wiener.
You call it a Peter.
Do you even know what they're making fun of with that music there?
Yes.
The Shabisky? Wiener, wiener, wiener.
I don't think
Come on, Shabs. Come on. Game of Thrones, brother.
Oh, I never watched Game of Thrones.
That's why you suck.
Game of Wieners.
Oh, Lord. That would have
There
been
is
a
a lot of
completely different
wieners.
show. But, it might as well have been kind of like that because everybody was just whipping out their swords. And
they were naked.
There was a lot of wieners.
Yeah, there was a lot of nudity and just terrible
obviously.
people.
There's considerably more titties and terrible people than there are wieners, but there's nothing as terrible in Game of Thrones as the ending.
Oh, that's true. They ended it horrible, but most shows end horribly.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if it just ended bad, I would be like, whatever. I get that. I
you don't
didn't
like who they
expect
make
this to end
king.
good. Well, no, I don't even care about that really. The problem I have with it is you can just tell that it was just fucking. They cut corners all around.
They were
done.
phoning it in.
They were
working from home.
Yeah. They seen the pandemic coming.
They just stayed home. Oh, it's fine. We don't even need anybody looking for any Starbucks cups or anything like that. We're just, it looks good. We're just going to go with that. Who cares?
Yeah, it's crazy. So have you got a Shanty for Christ update for us, Shabisky? I know you watch her constantly.
if what you mean by constantly is like every couple weeks or once a month, then yes, I check up on her.
I'm gonna ask everybody a question, and we're gonna get Mel. Have you ever DM'd Shanny with sexy talk?
I have not.
Dirt, have you ever DM'd Shanny with sexy talk?
Well, you know, I drink a lot and I forget a lot of things, but that sounds like something that would be hard to forget.
Yeah, Missy, have you ever done it?
No, sir.
Bulls, have you?
No, not according to Shanny. She says Missy was
nope.
flirting with her.
Nope. That's just a big nope.
Yeah, that's right. Shabisky, have you ever flirted with Shanny in DMs?
It was funny. Fuck you. You know what kind of legendary shit I make happen around here? Fuck you, pimp. I'm gonna stick things in your butt.
That's all I gotta say. Everybody here said no, but
you know, Shabisky, as much as I hate to admit this, Shanny is a person and toying with her emotions isn't a nice thing to do. It's just not.
And I've told you that I've gotten on to Shabisky about that. You can ask Missy. I've told him, I said, that's wrong. What you did was wrong.
I didn't do nothing.
She is a married woman. If anything, she's the one playing fast and loose with another person's heart.
I do want to say something.
Yeah, see? There's got a point there. I'm not a married person.
Last night we did a Alter Perspective private show, and we watched a video where Rev did this video. And I'm going to tell you something. Rev has a chance to be saved. Okay. I truly believe this. I think Rev could not be as stupid as Rev's not as stupid as the rest of them. Let me tell you that. Rev is smarter than Missy. Sorry. that was an accident. Shanny and G-Man, he's way smarter than they are. He just is. But now he's also stupid.
Yeah, he's also a transformer.
Yeah, he's a transformer, and she's a phony flop or whatever the fuck she is. I don't know.
Shoes sometime? I don't know.
A sandal in the sand. I don't know what the fuck.
Dolphin. She's a sand dolphin.
A sandal phone. Yeah.
She's a dolphin that swims in the sand.
They're weird, but I don't know if you heard. Did you hear about what G-Man did, Mel?
I heard about all that. Yeah, I travel in similar circles, so I don't really go on, and make content about it personally.
Yeah,
people keep me well in the know.
So, my mind, because I was there, right? He said 2 million, and Ben and Billy, and I was like, what? I can't, because then we gave him an opportunity to backpedal and say he was sorry, and he didn't really mean it, but he doubled down.
Yeah, he will always double down. You could just, you get him on going, you can almost kind of keep him going.
He's a very bad. I mean, when you talk about beating someone with a baseball bat to death because they're transgender, you're pretty horrible human being.
Yeah.
And he is a horrible. But I will give Shanny this much credit. She backed off from him, and so did Rev. Mm-hmm. The video we watched last night was a message to G-Man from Rev, and he was trying. And look, I'm not a Christian. I'm an atheist. Everybody knows that. However, most Christians I know don't act like that. They don't. They don't act like that. Even if they have those beliefs, they don't say it. But most I know don't act like that, and it's just ridiculous. They need to quit. I think Shabisky's fault though.
Wowie.
Yeah, he caused all this, man.
I know he caused the drama between me and Shanny. He definitely caused that.
What? How? What?
You really gonna deny that?
What?
You knew, because I told you. Don't. I said, don't bring her around me.
It was fun, Pim. Fuck you. I had the time of my life, you frozen piece of shit.
And I had the time of my life.
What?
Oh my gosh. Now I have this image of Shabisky holding up Shanny in the water.
Oh, what? I'm not that strong. Holy fuck.
The water makes you lighter.
Even water on the moon wouldn't.
Maybe if I'm like holding her in the water while she's floating in the water, I guess. I guess I could do that.
Or she's
He's
running
diving.
stage at the end of the show, and Shabisky's like dancing like Patrick Swayze, and then here comes Shani ready to just jump on him.
Oh God!
And all of a sudden, the beautiful blue water becomes the funky looking green
Oh God!
because of the ooze coming out of her vagina hole. You know that thing be spitting out green shit. You know it does. It does.
I've made comments before when I've hopped on to other channels when they've asked me about it. I'm really like genuinely concerned about possible skin infections because can you imagine how much powder it would take to just keep, those areas dry? Yeah. She's probably very yeasty.
Well, see, I'm a fat dude, right? So I know that fat people have to take extra care of themselves, right? And they do. They have to bathe more because they sweat more.
I have large breasts. Okay,
yeah,
I have to powder.
I don't believe you. Show them to me.
Oh boy, this isn't OnlyFans, and I don't have one of those.
Well, we can make it only pimp. Hey. But anyways, that was pretty cool. Actually, that was so clever. But anyways, yeah, there's brown spots where there shouldn't be brown spots. And I think she has a guacamole puss. I think green stuff comes out of it. I really do.
God.
I'm going to call her Avocunto.
Did you watch any of her OnlyFans when she had it?
No, I did not. And I refuse to, and we'll never, ever do that. Ever, not once.
He had to see some of that shit, though.
The only thing I've seen is that clip she sent to me on Twitter publicly, and I asked her not to do that again. And that was when she was wearing boy shorts, but they looked like a thong on her.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Horrible.
My Twitter feed is always interesting because I do follow a diverse crowd. Which is fine,
Some people are really obsessed with her, though. Some people talk about her all the time. We mention her every now and again, and then we move on.
Yeah, there was a twerking video of hers going around. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to mute this now. Yeah,
that's pretty. You know who's back, Missy?
I heard.
Oh God,
Jared Genesis is back. Yeah. You know who?
See for how long?
You know who Jared is, Mel?
No, I'm unfamiliar with this.
Jared is in the same levels as Missy and all. I'm not. God damn it, Shani and all of them. Sorry.
2 times.
Yeah, 2 times. He's the same level as all that shit. He's bad, but he's bad for another reason. He actually said there was nothing wrong with like a man going with a 10-year-old.
He said he doesn't see anything wrong with him having someone like him having a relationship with someone as young as 8 years old, as long as they have a spiritual connection.
Yeah,
they can have a sexual relationship.
And it became a big deal. Even like Keemstar talked about it much. And now he was gone for a few months, and now he's kind of back. And he said that and the way he talked about everybody was attacking him, and it was wrong. He didn't mention that he was wrong for what he said, but and right. He's an idiot, by the way. He's a lolcow, but he took, of course, just like G-Man did when G-Man was a lolcow, but then started talking about killing people. It went too far. Same thing with Jared.
Oh God, yeah. Some people have really terrible takes, and you just can't come back from that.
Yeah, his exact quote was, "It doesn't matter as long as there's a spiritual connection. They could be 8 or 80."
Yeah.
Well, actually, he said that he preferred younger. He said, they haven't sold their souls yet.
Yeah.
So they're pure still. So he was basically saying he prefers younger, and older is fucked up. They're not pure anymore.
I know when people say what you just said, it makes me cringe all over. When they talk about a child being pure, it's just what the fuck, dude? Seriously, you need to be beat up a lot.
I mean, that's predatory. That's just a predatory behavior. This association that younger's better because they're untouched by the world. No, you're just that's your prey.
Well, there were people in the community who pretended to be underage persons, and one of his initial reactions to them being like, "Hey, I'm not 18 yet," is a dick pic.
That did happen. I didn't know that happened.
I believe that happened.
Wow, I didn't know that happened. Well, there you go.
Oh,
that's why I said before, like G-Man with his thoughts, like you may not have done it, but if you have those thoughts, you could act on it. If you're actually having thoughts like going with a child or beating up a gay person or whatever, if you have those serious thoughts, you could act on it. There's a chance that they could act on it, so they should be watched closely. And if he's sending dick pics to what he thinks is a child, then yeah, he shouldn't be allowed on YouTube at all.
Or the internet. Fuck,
oh,
dude.
my gosh.
Oh, my God.
That's just, that makes me.
Yeah, it's dark. It's dark. Dark times. Dark times.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really weird. Or probably a year or so ago, I was talking on my Twitter account about there's not any reformed pedophiles and that sort of thing. And then somebody jumped in and started citing, well, here's a psychologist and here's a doctor and they're, advocates for pedophiles and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, trying to treat people is one thing, but if you're actively got child porn on your computer and you're engaging and they're like, well, they didn't act on it. No, you're grooming the kids. That's still abusive.
Exactly.
You're still abusing this child, making them think that this is normal behavior for them at this age. So it's like there are some psychiatrists who are like, well, if they didn't act on it, then it's okay. No, you're still victimizing and hurting those kids.
Yeah, and there's such, dude, it's so creepy, and there's such a potential for them to really act on it. And if they're talking to children and they are acting on it.
They are.
I mean, that is abuse. That is a certain type of abuse. Just because they physically touching them is not, there's such thing as mental abuse and mental harassment and stuff like that. And so, if you're talking to, dude, when I find, like, one day I was talking on here and there was a guy or a young man, he was like 15. He wanted to talk to me. No, I will not even go into a DM with a child. Fuck that.
As above par as I try to be with, my internet presence and everything, even though I get silly and stuff.
Yeah.
I would never have private conversations with a minor, and if somebody's asking me for help, that's different, but I wouldn't say anything in a DM with a kid that I wouldn't want.
I'll redirect them to somewhere they can get help from is what I usually do.
Right.
Well, it's like when people try to talk to me about it, like I've had people go to me, grown-ups, like, I'm suicidal. Well, don't talk to me because I'll fuck you up. I'm the worst motherfucker in the world. I'll say something wrong. I don't like talking to people about problems, but fuck that shit. If people are talking to kids, then something's up. Anyways.
Yeah.
Larry Flint's trending.
Larry Flint?
What?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, never mind. They're talking about it because the Falwell guy, you've heard about it.
Oh, gosh.
Well, Larry Flint and his father were enemies. Yeah, so that's what they're talking about on there.
Oh, that's right, because the Falwells were the ones who tried to sue him and all that stuff, and that whole people versus Larry Flint kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of crazy. I also just found out something about Trump that I didn't know. Back in the day, Trump evicted a stroke victim from her apartment. She was 74 years old.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And now he gets to evict, I guess he's not personally going to evict him, but now he gets to let people, thousands of American citizens, get evicted during a pandemic. It's awesome, right?
Oh, yeah, that's about to happen a lot of this month.
Awesome.
The landlords are allowed to kick you out now.
Now, granted, I have seen a lot of stories of landlords, and again, this was back during the beginning of the pandemic, so I wonder how many of them still have the same sentiment. but a lot of people are willing to work with their tenants and stuff, so that's awesome. But bottom line is there's probably just as many, if not more, shitty, greedy fucks out there that are like, somebody will pay for it.
Oh God. Yeah. I had people calling my house wanting to buy my house, and it was like, it was probably in April or May, and so there are actual people going around calling individuals saying, "Hey, let me buy your house from you," at a time where they probably really need the money, Yeah. And so it's upsetting.
Yeah, that's awful.
It is awful. The people who prey on people. Yeah,
it's disgusting.
Shabisky preys on people.
Only on you, pimp.
I pray for Shabisky.
Yeah, pray for me, guys. Everyone pray at once.
I pray for Shabisky.
I pray that he falls down a goddamn flight of stairs.
Is it the kind where it's like a cartoon thing where they kind of bounce on each stair as they go down?
A spiral staircase.
Music plays.
And it's boing, boing, boing,
yeah.
boing.
Well, that's just what's going on in his brain right now. Is boing, 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 boing.
Sex? Yeah.
So I saw that you discovered Reface app, Shabisky.
Yeah, well, I discovered it before you. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I've been actually, it's one of my fans like been sending me those, and I'm just like, okay, cool, I'll upload them on Twitter, and it's fun. Everyone's loving them.
I don't look at his Twitter, so I wouldn't.
I'm like, do another one. He's like, okay, and then I save it and put it on Twitter. It's my life.
It is not your
greatest.
I probably wasted an hour or so taking all my friends' pictures and putting their faces on different things. I'm like, here you are as a chick. Here you are as like, a wizard. Here you are as, and I'm like, wow, this is great.
That'd be
pretty interesting.
That'd be fun for about an hour.
I've enjoyed it.
Well,
but then again, I like dad jokes, so I don't know.
There you go. Shabisky, you like dad jokes? I never asked you.
Nah, I hate Gage's jokes. They suck.
Gage is a dad joke teller. That's
yeah.
He is the king of dad jokes.
My dad jokes are pervert jokes. Do what, Bob?
I saw one on Twitter. I think it was yesterday, and I was just howling. How does Jeff Bezos, get ready for bed?
How does he do that?
His pajamas on.
That is so bad.
It was bad. I thought, man, but I needed that chuckle. That was great.
I saw one that was so stupid. I think if I can remember it. It's something like, did you hear about that actress that got killed? And you go Reese, and they're thinking, and they go with a spoon or a witherspoon, and you go no, with a knife.
Oh yeah. Yep, I've seen that one. That's pretty cute. Hey, did you know that pumpkin pies taste like pumpkin pies, Mel?
Wow, did they do a scientific study on that?
No, that was
depending on the source.
Well, pothead over here, Missy. She was high one morning on here, and she's like, "I told me eating this pumpkin pie. It tasted just like pumpkin pie."
Yeah, it's anecdotal. We can't
expect it to. Okay.
We can't give credence to it because it's anecdotal. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! So it's almost like pumpkin spice latte season.
And there's no pumpkin in pumpkin spice.
No, it's like it's what, cloves and nutmeg and ginger. That's literally it. You can make your own pumpkin spice.
I gotta admit, it's just pretty good though on some things.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I got a little bag of those like glazed pumpkin spice donuts and Krispy Kremes.
Oh gosh! See. Now we're getting into sexy talk.
Now we're sounding like a bunch of Caucasians is what we're sounding like.
You heat them up in the microwave for about 10 seconds and you get a fork. Man, you just sit down and you just fork it over and over again.
What the fuck are you looking at, Missy? Nigga looking at the goddamn ceiling like, what's up there?
Something like fell. I heard something like hit and then like fall more, and I'm trying to figure out what it was that made the noise and where it came from.
It's a grenade.
God, quit
Quit
smoking dope, Missy. Fuck's sake.
I swear to God, something fell. I just don't know what it was.
Yeah, your brain cells.
No.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Still looking for it. No, you're not
I have to admit, I do get like the sugar-free pumpkin spice coffee creamer, and that's about as far as I go. I can't do this. I can't do the Starbucks pumpkin spice stuff. It's too sugary for me.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the donuts. What he's talking about, they are pretty fucking good. I'll admit it.
My sister goes nuts with the stuff. She'll get all the candles, the body wash, the lip gloss, the spray stuff, the house spray. She's got like a car scented thing, or like a car freshener scented pumpkin.
It's
whatever.
scented like cars.
No, scented like the pumpkin spice. Whatever.
I mean, wouldn't that just make you hungry all day? See, I never understood.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you need lip gloss that tastes like pumpkin pie?
I mean, if I was smelling that all day, I used to actually work at a formal wear store right next door to a Subway. And so it smelled like bread all day. And it just made me hate Subway for like a very long time because you just walk in, oh, wow, it's so nice in here. It smells like bread. Not for 8 hours a day. This is terrible. And
that's
then
what happens when you work at a restaurant. You go home and you stink like it.
Yeah.
You never want to eat anything that's like it again.
I worked for 3 restaurants my whole life, and I couldn't stand any of them for like years after I quit working at them. Like McDonald's, I worked at McDonald's for 2 weeks. I was done with McDonald's for like 5 years after that.
Yeah, I did when I was young. I worked at, I was assistant manager at Sonic, and when I finally did, I was gonna say quit, but I got fired for fucking the manager's wife. I smell everything. Smelled like onion rings.
I remember a bunch of us. We would order out, like if we were closing the bar down, we would get something else delivered.
Yeah,
even though we work at a restaurant because we just could not stand.
We used to
that
trade food. We used to trade food with other restaurants in town. Yeah. We used to do that shit all the time. We'd make them a bunch of food and then make us a bunch of food. Yeah, so.
Man, I worked at Chick-fil-A for 2 years when I was in high school before I knew that they were terrible people. And they would give you like a free meal for your break. And so I'd be like, oh, wow, this is great. And I would sit there, have a chicken sandwich and fries and then, or chicken this, chicken that. I did not eat at Chick-fil-A for like so many years after that. And honestly, guys, if you want a Chick-fil-A sandwich, just put the frickin' chicken breasts in a bag with pickle juice. That's it. That's the whole secret right there.
It's good though. It's good though.
You can make it at home, man.
Yeah, man, we don't make shit at home. We're lazy.
Now, Pimp, I have a burning question. I just can't get it out of my mind.
Okay, buddy.
When you said that it all smelled like onion rings, were you talking about the Sonic or your manager's wife?
Oh, the manager's wife. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just had to clarify.
She used to shove the onion rings up her vagina hoe, and I'd eat them out.
Oh, dang.
We called it the onion ring puss.
They're just asking for a yeast infection.
Oh, God.
Called it the ORP. It was the ORP.
The
onion
ORP?
Ring. Yeah, the onion ring puss. ORP. ORP.
That's good.
Missy's got an
onion
ORP.
rings in your lady parts.
Don't put any food in your lady parts. You'll get an infection.
That's exactly true.
Yeah.
Not any food?
No, you're not supposed to eat anything up your puss hole that don't belong there. Well, except my dick. No, it belongs there, though.
Grade toys are all right because they're easy to clean and they don't have any pores in it to harbor any bacteria or microbes.
Yeah, but the food's got chemicals in it that will actually give a woman an infection.
Yes.
And so, you don't want to do that. So don't be sticking bologna sandwiches up your hoo-ha. But we have to stop Missy every day. Every day. She goes and grabs her Oscar Mayer. And she's like, I'm going down, baby. Where's the mayo?
Can't help myself.
Where's the mayo?
But
That
okay,
is
so
foul.
are we talking about all beef hot dogs, or are we doing like turkey, or are we doing the tofu kind? You know,
what-
She ain't no
Tofu
fucking.
dogs.
She ain't no fucking vegan, dude. She likes her meat.
Apparently.
well, when you graduate to, andouille sausage, let me know.
She'll do it. She'll do you some sausage. Let me tell you.
Pimp is frozen.
Am I frozen?
You're frozen.
You're frozen.
Well, that's fucking sucks.
I just want to like cut the bottom half of his mouth and move it along with him talking.
Why am I
Like
frozen?
the Canadians on
Yeah.
South Park.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just move it as he talks. You ready to talk, Pimp? Okay, I'm ready. All right, let's do it. Let's move it.
My whole camera.
Fuck you, Pimp.
What the hell happened?
You broke
No.
it. I've had enough of you breaking stuff around here.
Can y'all see me?
No.
What the hell?
Broke it.
Oh, camera just fucked up.
Record.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
Oh,
I'm irritated.
Beat me, Pimp.
let's see. Well, while we're waiting on this to come back.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay.
He's not here.
We doesn't see
I
him
don't see him.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
How could he be here if I don't see him? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, did any of you guys watch any of the RNC, the Republican National Convention?
As
I only
much as
saw
I
it.
could.
I was going to,
Yeah.
and I watched about 4 minutes of it, and it
Damn.
was the most boring thing I could.
Okay, so apparently
Yeah.
there's a
Good
problem with all of us. Our
process.
mics are choppy too.
Really?
Yes. Or our mics are
No,
messed up.
that
That
happens
would maybe
when that happens when someone's
Yeah.
camera fucks up. So I have to
Yeah.
drop Pimp out of the camera feed, and it fixes it. So like until your camera's fixed, I can't put you back in
Yeah.
there. But
Well, give me just 1 second. I'm gonna. Maybe if I go out of the car, I'll come back in. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. This is fucked up.
Pimp.
No.
Pimp.
It's not even Monday, man.
Pimp.
No.
It's all right. Did you see that Melania wore a green dress? And so that was just absolutely perfect for photoshopping, and people started photoshopping pictures of Jeffrey Epstein
Oh, that's
Oh,
and
awesome.
Stormy Daniels.
they chroma keyed her whole body out with it. Yeah.
I did see like a clip of like some face she made when after her daughter walked by, and I'm confused as to why she was making the face at her like that and why people think it's a big deal she made the face.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand.
People are micro, like,
Like I guess she was like super like smiley, like yay, hi, and then like the minute she was out of sight, she like, oh god,
Yeah.
like
There he is. We see you, bud.
we see you.
Of course you do, because I fixed it.
The handyman.
Cause you're awesome.
Do what, man?
Cause you're awesome.
Oh, I thought you said because your ass. I was like, okay.
Oh, cause you're awesome.
Yeah,
I
it did
should've-
sound like she called you an asshole. I
It
heard that
did.
too. 'Cause you're an asshole. 'Cause you're an asshole, Pimp.
I don't know. I gotta get a new webcam. My webcam has been fucking up a lot lately. Yeah, so I gotta get a new one. I blame Shabisky.
yeah.
I'm gonna go put one on my wish list right now for somebody to buy.
Blame Shabisky.
Yeah, Shabisky's a bit. It's Shabiscuits and gravies, as you called him earlier before you got on. She called you Shabiscuits and gravy, boy.
Yeah.
What the
I've
heck,
got-
Scientist Mel? Thought we
I've
were
popped
cool.
in your side chat and given you money calling you Shabiscuits and gravy.
Wow, as long as you give me money, I guess.
Been making it rain for Shabiscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Don't ever give him money. By the way.
How is he gonna eat at the dollar store, man?
Yeah.
Get them dollar steaks that they got there.
Hey, they're pretty good. They're pretty chewy, but they're still good.
Did you say they
I'm
were
picking
good?
on Shabisky.
He's a bitch.
A cry.
It's a whisker biscuit.
Whisper.
Well,
Whisper. I like that. Whisker biscuit. Why
That's
you
a-
stay?
That sounds really nasty. It's like a biscuit with cat with.
I only know that because Pimp, the same friend I was talking to you about before the show, his dad told me he had never gotten his ass beat harder in his life than when he was like 10 years old and called his little brother a whisker biscuit. And his mom was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And he was like, "I called him a whisker biscuit." And they fucking got his ass beat with a belt. Like,
Why? A whisker biscuit? How dare you?
well, supposedly, it's like, it means pussy, Shab.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get me some whisker biscuit. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, babe, can I play with the whisker biscuit? Huh?
The whispering eye.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's a good name though for it's better than, pussy.
Whisker
Yeah.
biscuit.
Well, I don't know. If a girl looked at me and said, "Eat my whisker biscuit," I'd be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Not nearly as romantic, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
Did you ever go? What the fuck?
Oh,
That's
God.
some Dead Milkman lyrics for you right there. Did you ever
Yeah.
go to make a pork sausage and find it's got hairs all over it? And he gave me a
Yeah.
look. It chills me to this day.
I put it on my whisker biscuit.
I just don't. I don't want to eat again for a very long time now.
Well, it depends. I'm a fat guy. I get over it pretty quickly and eat. Yeah.
What's your go-to junk food? What's your favorite junk food?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Pussy. I mean, no, it's not that. No, it's
Whisker biscuits, wait.
whisker biscuits. I don't know, dude. Go to junk food. Probably chips.
What kind though?
Well, I do like me a good sour cream and cheddar chip or sour cream and onion.
Mm.
I like Pringles.
Pringles are nice.
They're the perfect chip. They're never broken up. That's what I like about them.
And they have a nice, like, cylindrical can, you know?
Yeah, you can use it for other things like change cans.
Mhm.
I've actually used Pringles can to put spare change in. You thought that's funny?
Yeah, I think that's fucking stupid.
I mean, Shabisky, how long did it take you to figure out, like, you can turn the can this way instead of shoving your hand in it for Pringles?
Took a long time. I was
like,
I was trying to stick a fork down there and they were breaking it apart. I took bubble gum and put it at the end. At that point, I think I had it figured out. I was getting them pretty well.
he cut the bottom out so he could get to it.
yeah.
Oh, man, that's smart. I would just cut through the top.
Anybody get their hand stuck in there?
That's most guys couldn't do that. Some females can though. Well, Shabisky, he could.
Oh yeah, got tiny
You
little
get
curly hands.
Yeah, he got little tiny Trump hands.
Yeah.
He's got very delicate. He's a delicate flower.
Yeah, there's not a callous one on that boy's hands. He's he's got little baby hands.
Is it from all the lotion he uses?
Yes,
The masturbate. Or wait, what?
that's what she was talking about, Shabisky.
Oh. Stop making fun of my masturbation problem, scientist Mel. What the fuck? Okay.
But here's the weird
Well, if
thing.
you would just stop sharing it with the world, goodness.
Sorry.
But here's the really weird thing. When you said that, he started rubbing his face.
I
So
was feeling.
and you actually did this, the masturbation, and was rubbing your face.
Because you use your
Do
hand.
you
for
know how to masturbation is?
His hands are so soft that when he rubs them on his face, it is a form of masturbation for him.
Oh. Yeah, I just came a little.
Oh no,
Well,
never said.
And he took Buffalo Bill's words to heart. He rubs the lotion on its skin, or else he gets the hose again.
He gives himself a facial. Is what he was trying to tell us.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How do you think I stay looking young, man?
He doesn't understand what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
He still doesn't get it, does he?
Yeah, like one of those like cucumber masks, a facial, you know?
No.
Yeah, what you mean? I get it. Yeah, I do that all the time. A charcoal face mask. I'll do that tonight.
If you ever say that again, I will kill you.
What?
That
Who?
You
Where?
use facial mask, I will kill you.
Oh.
Which you should, because it does take care of your skin. But I was actually talking about rubbing your comb on your face, or business.
And that's why I started rubbing it around all over my face. Pimp. Get with the program. Okay? I was trying to show how I apply.
I don't like him.
Ah.
I have to put up with this shit all the time, man. It's fucking retarded. I shouldn't have to do this. I'm a professional. Stop rubbing your
Get
fucking
too old
face.
for this shit.
Sorry.
That's a great.
Goddamn.
Oh, by the way, did you know that COVID-19 is in sperm too? It's detectable in sperm. It's attacking gametes as well.
So
my
it's now an STD on top of everything. Great.
Yeah, it's detectable in sperm now.
Wow.
Brovid-19.
Dude, that shit's
Yes.
crazy. We need to hurry up with that fucking vaccine.
So we're probably about a year away.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine, he was on my channel before, Doc Savage. He's actually doing a team lead. He's a team lead on vaccine development out in Europe. So he's a good guy. So we got good people doing it.
I got a question, Mel, on that. I heard that they're saying that the antibodies don't stay around like they do with like chickenpox virus. Obviously, you have antibodies for life, but the COVID antibodies are not detectable after like 3 or 4 months at this point. My understanding of it is that they kind of.
I read that. I read an article about that.
Well, here's there's other options we can do with that as well. Also with the vaccine, that's something that they're not detecting are the T cells as well that are responsible for going through and attacking the viral particles as well. So they also need to measure not only antibody response, but T cell response. And so the vaccines, a lot of vaccines that we have, particularly for that particular situation, you have booster shots that you can get, just like you would with, like with the HPV vaccine, Gardasil, you get 3 of those shots. And they're finding that the body will actually elicit a stronger immune response from the vaccine than just being exposed to the virus. So there's a good possibility that just getting the vaccination could still elicit a stronger immune response than just being exposed to the virus. So that's a potential. And also, those tests are not looking at the T cell production. It's just looking at the antibodies. So it's important to kind of keep that in mind. The antibodies are important, but we can always do booster shots if we need to.
There you go.
That's a good point.
See, that's why I asked Mel this question, because Mel is the immune system genius of this call. Yes, you are. Like when she explained how we took the HIV shell and are now using it to affect cancer instead. That's freaking cool.
Yeah,
Stuff like stuff like that, and that's what I adore that.
Oh, thank you. So Doc Savage is the person that I usually default to. He's about 25 to almost 30 years experience in immunotherapies and vaccines and that sort of thing. I've collaborated with him for a couple of things that I've done where I've given talks, and he'll go through and double check some of my stuff. But yeah, so I I'm like, hey, so where are we at? So it's kind of cool to have a person that I know that can kind of give me a little bit of that information. I can share it with, in an accessible way
Yeah.
while he's on the front lines working on that stuff.
Well, there you go. But I still believe, I still prefer to go to Shabisky over Mel about this kind of stuff.
Doesn't everybody? Because he always has interesting responses.
So what do you think, Shabisky? What do you think about what she said? Do you agree, disagree in your professor's opinion?
I somewhat agree.
What do you what do you disagree with?
If you want to figure that out, you can read my book.
What is this, a standardized test? I somewhat agree.
You've already wrote a book about what she said. Damn, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's all in his head. He's just got to get it out on paper.
Yeah. Just started working on it in my head.
He's one of them that don't know what paper is.
Yeah, you use those to roll joints.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that. I know that stuff.
Oh, gosh.
Shabisky, I hate you.
Like in a sexual way?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate you in a sexual way.
All right, cool. That's what I was hoping.
The most action Shabisky's going to get, huh?
Oh, she burned.
Just
Stop it, scientist Mel. You're going to make me cry.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, crap.
She's so mean to me. First she copies my face swapping shit. Now this.
Oh, really?
Now this.
Oh, now he's the first person to use that.
She copied me.
Oh,
See you in court, Mel.
Yeah.
You going
Low-
down.
Low
Okay.
energy says Virgin Biscuit.
Aw.
Have you seen Shabisky as Cardi B?
I have. I saw that glorious jewel going around my timeline, and I thought, wow, he's caught up with the rest of us.
He has a WAP.
I think Shab Cardi B is hotter than Ben Shapiro Cardi B.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I look beautiful.
Yes.
I'd fuck me.
The facial
Oh.
hair is what doesn't.
I put my face on Jim Carrey with like the mask, and I'm like, yeah, this is weird. I can't stand Jim Carrey pretty much in everything except for the Spotless Mind film. I liked that one, but everything else I cannot stand him. He grates my nerves.
Yeah, I liked him in Man on the Moon. That was good, but other than that, fuck him.
Hey, Abby.
There she goes. Okay.
How do people deal with Jim Carrey? Because I just feel like he's like a middle schooler that's been given speed.
Well, he's literally he's out there now. I mean, he's talked some crazy shit now. Like
Anti-vaxxer. He's an anti-vaxxer.
he's an anti-vaxxer, and he's on this weird spiritual kick that he's got going on. I don't know. And anybody that comes out as an anti-vaxxer, I lose all respect. It's just stupid. Missy's just kicking people out of the jam chat left and right over here. She's being fucking dictator of the chat over here.
Oh gosh. He's been doing painting. Jim Carrey's been doing painting and stuff, and so he's trying to do art shows, and his paintings, I think he's a middle schooler on speed.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I deal with one every day.
I thought he was a middle schooler on speed when he did In Living Color. That was my initial impression.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he's gone. I think that's all still there. It's just maybe toned down a little.
Yeah, he's wacky, dude. For sure. But now I will admit though, In Living Color, he was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
His characters on that show, but Fire Marshal Bill is legendary, man. Let me tell you something. That was pretty cool shit.
I did like that. Oh, well, God Almighty. Okay, God Almighty was fun, but that's mostly because of Morgan Freeman being God.
Did you guys ever see The Majestic?
I don't think so.
That was the one movie that I saw where he did not play a comedic character at all. He played a filmmaker during the height of McCarthyism, and he got called before Congress. It was actually a pretty dang serious movie because that was like a big deal. They went after Hollywood hard back then.
She's biting me. He was also in 23, which was not a comedy movie.
Mm.
And it was weird, but it was a good movie, actually. 23. I think it was 23, or was it 13? 23. Like everything involved 23. It was kind of like a thriller, horror kind of. It was pretty decent. Anybody ever seen it? Nobody?
I lost my virginity to it.
You haven't lost your
So I
virginity.
wasn't really paying attention.
You haven't lost your virginity, bud.
Man.
You do realize that walking by a chick and grazing her tit with your elbow is not having sex, right?
What? I thought that counted. What the fuck?
No, that's sexual harassment.
It was an accident.
Sexual harassment cannot be an accident.
Why?
Oh man.
Do you know it? Go ahead.
How do you guys feel about losing Chadwick Boseman? I'm still not okay, man.
Yeah.
I'm still not okay.
It's pretty sad. But now I will say something that's going to piss some people off. This whole thing about putting statues up of him. Come on. Really? Come the fuck on now. He made a superhero movie. Let's chill on putting statues up of him. He's not Rosa fucking Parks over here, okay?
I mean, Dolly Parton's probably going to get a statue.
Well, Dolly Parton did a whole lot more than that dude did.
Well, I mean, she did a lot, but we also got to keep in mind, we do have people that are breaking ground currently. You know what I mean? He's a good, strong actor.
Yeah, good actor, but statues should go for people who are not actors.
Well, I mean, he did do a lot of humanitarian work too, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth just, marinating on a little.
He's sad that he died, but I don't want to see no fucking statues. I really don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. Yeah. He's a good actor. Don't get me wrong. He's a great actor. And I think that he broke the ice for a lot of future black actors. I do. And that's a good thing. But is it statue worthy? I'm not sure.
I mean, it's fair to think on it and go, I'm not certain about this. There's nothing wrong with that kind of position, know?
Yeah. But, I mean, if they want to throw it up, I don't give a shit. It ain't going to bother me none. But...
You mean you're not going to get your rifle and go down and start protesting?
Oh, God.
No, that's
and
not
start shooting people and say, look, I'm here from another state to go and protect this property of this person I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is that they're not okay with people with destroying property for somebody getting killed, but they're okay with killing somebody for destroying property.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's fucked up. On that account, let's do some shilling here. Missy, what do we do in the second hour?
We e-demand.
We e-demand. That's when I tell you to give us money and you do so. In the description below, Shabisky has a Patreon. Please throw him a few bucks. Missy has a Patreon. Please throw her a few bucks. She deserves it. Shabisky really doesn't deserve it, but Missy does. And also, Booleanenator definitely deserves your money. Throw him a few bucks. He's got a Patreon down there. I have a Patreon. I have a PayPal, a Streamlabs, and a Cash App in the chat right now. I will throw that up. Boom. If you want to tip, please tip, because I do need it very much. Got a lot of shit going on. And we haven't had any money music in the first hour, so let's hear them jingling dingalings in the second hour. And who's on the show tomorrow? We got a fan day tomorrow, fan show day. But Marilyn Mathers will also be with us on the chat, and we will. What that is, we will have you guys come in Discord. We'll bring you in a few at a time, and we will talk to you and all that good shit. Have fun with you. So make sure you join the Discord. Well, you can be on the show tomorrow if you want to be on the show. So yeah, there we go. Fan day tomorrow. Are you
Yay.
excited about Fan Day, Shabisky?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Just pooped a little just thinking about
that's pretty awesome.
it.
Um,
Glad you think
Oh
it's
my
awesome, baby.
gosh.
Well, just to interject some of my own shilling here, sometimes you can catch me on the exit of 322 with a bucket and a banjo. Throw $1 at me.
yeah, there you go. He's the guy with wearing a Walmart bag for
Yeah.
underwear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Nothing else. Walmart bag and flip flops. Yeah.
Well, really, it's more of a diaper than underwear.
Yeah, it's a diaper. There you go. Yeah. And he's sporting some flip flops that don't match.
Yeah, one's a crock.
One's the crock and one's like a flowery little flower. Yeah. Flip flops. So yeah.
I can't imagine Walmart bags hold fluid so great.
Well, you got to stuff them with paper towels too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
But he can't afford paper towels, so there you go.
I steal
Oh,
gas
wow.
station toilet paper.
Yeah, he goes into the 7-Eleven and steals the toilet paper.
Yeah, and then it gives me more time to sit there and play my banjo in hopes that somebody will throw $1 at me.
Yeah.
True.
God. Like early in the pandemic, I noticed that a lot of bathrooms they had locked up their freaking toilet paper
Yeah, there were people.
because people were
people were
taking
sick.
it.
Yeah, there was also people stealing the soap. They were going into like restrooms and have bottles and fucking squirting the soap in their bottle, and
Yeah, that was like a problem here too. That's funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It's people are interesting beings.
Dude,
Yeah.
when this shit like first popped off, like when it was like when like there was like the first few cases in America, in my county, like 4 people teamed up to try to rob a Dollar General delivery truck.
Yeah.
damn.
And the lady in there was like, "Fuck y'all! If y'all gonna waste your lives over this shit, you're gonna go. I'm sitting right here calling the cops. You're not getting in shit." And they backed off. But yeah, that's some crazy shit. Well, they backed off when the police came. They started running.
Yeah. Oh god.
It's
Same.
you know it's crazy. You know that we're now into what this really took over what March.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
we've been fuck, dude. It's crazy, man. And to go back and think, Trump said we got 5 cases in a week. We'll have 0.
Yeah.
And the CDC right now is rolling back their guidelines on the testing from, pressure from the White House. And it's like,
It's ridiculous.
we're going to have to look to the World Health Organization for direction right now because the CDC is compromised.
Yeah, it's compromised. It's ridiculous. Because this whole, we got more cases because we test more. Well, even if we didn't test, we'd still have the fucking cases. What the fuck?
So the people.
And then people saying, well, these people that died in the hospital, it's not really COVID-19. Well, I mean, COVID-19 was the added thing that killed them.
Yeah.
So the ones that had pre-existing conditions, and when you tack on that a virus that literally attacks pretty much every single system in your body, and it does. There's people with kidney damage, lung damage, heart damage. There's neurological issues. Now it's showing up in the sperm. It's affecting your gametes. And the reason for that is it has a receptor. The receptor that this virus attaches to is pretty much on every cell in your body. It's a common receptor. And so it can attack every single system. And people they're not making that connection. And so they're just like, oh, well, only sick people get it. Well, but you end up
that's
getting
like-
lasting damage.
That's like saying cancer didn't kill him. He drowned in his own fluids. Well, yeah, but he wouldn't have
Yeah.
done that if he didn't have the damn cancer in the first place.
Exactly.
There's a chiropractor in Atlanta who touts having cancer treatments out of his facility. I actually did an episode about his garbage, and I called his practice to find out what the treatments were. And he said that his wife was cured of her cancer but she unfortunately died in a car accident, and that's what it says on her death certificate. She had stage 4 breast cancer.
Yeah.
And she was dying, and she came off all the treatments, and like, but our treatments cured her right before she died in this tragic car accident. You're like, come on,
crazy.
man. And they market that. He markets that.
It's crazy.
Awful.
It's awful. I got an argument with a dude when I was talking about guns, and I said talking about gun, and he said, "Well, it's not the game." Trying to be a smart. It's not the gun that kills you, man. It's the bullet. So I went in the other room, grabbed a bullet, ran in, and threw it at him.
Are you frozen again, or is it just me?
He froze.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I threw the bullet at him, and it didn't. And I was like, "Did it kill you?"
Man.
He's like, "Fuck you."
Pimp's frozen like the Dairy Queen.
Am I frozen on Skype too? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's all right. We can still hear you.
Mm-hmm.
We can still hear you, so it's cool. It's cool.
Let it go. Let it go.
I have yet to see that movie, and I'm actually kind of proud of that.
Man, I've never seen it. I don't know what the fuck's happening here. This is irritating.
I thought Shabisky was frozen for a second because he was sitting so still.
Well, he doesn't really do anything on the show. He'll chime in every now and again, and that's about it.
He's great.
No,
he adds a lot.
He don't add nothing. See, I'm frozen. I'm actually doing more than he is.
What? No.
Shabisky freezes in real life. That's what the pickle says.
Yeah, Shabisky's a dumb bitch.
Don't
We need to
lie.
We need to hear money music. I haven't heard any money music, Shabisky. Make them do it.
Do the money music, guys, or I'm never
on.
going to dab again.
I'll have to put them on the clock.
I'm going to put you on the cock.
Everybody's on the tip clock. Everybody. If you can
You're
hear
on
the
the
sound
tip
of
of
my
that
voice, you got a tip. Yeah. Damn, I wish my camera would come back on. What the fuck, dude?
You're all on the tip of the cock.
This is a bad problem when you do a podcast and your camera doesn't work and you really don't have the money to afford a new one. So yeah, it's kind of a problem. I blame Booleanenator. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame Shabisky for this, and I'm blaming Booleanenator.
Not this time.
Oh my goodness.
What the
I
fuck?
get all kinds of technical issues on my show. It's funny. It just, it just happens, man. It's kind of like when they do Saturday Night Live and then they start laughing at their own jokes. Sometimes those are the best episodes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think it adds a bit of charm and makes things very realistic.
Yeah.
I was just recently exposed to Chris Farley's band down by the river.
Really?
Oh my God, isn't it
And
amazing?
That's
yeah.
I loved it.
It's pretty
It's
cool
good.
shit.
It's so
Band
good.
down by the river. I honestly had a really hard time enjoying Saturday Night Live around the time when they had like Mike Myers and Dana Carvey. They had that crew. I was all in, man. I loved that group. And then NBC ended up firing most of them because they weren't appealing to the boomer crowd. They're like, well, what's these young kids doing things? This isn't what we're used to with the Saturday Night Live. And so, they ended up getting rid of them. And then they brought in the next group. And I'm like, it was just garbage. It just, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all.
Yeah.
And then they finally got back to doing some pretty good stuff. Like a couple cast groups after that when they got Keenan in and all of them. And I hate Kristen Wiig. I don't care what anybody says. She gets on my nerves so bad.
Really?
I hate her. I cannot stand her.
Wow.
Yeah, I was always a Mad TV girl.
Yeah.
Like, I liked Saturday Night Live, and they had some good skits that are really funny. But I always just preferred either Mad TV or watching In Living Color. Like, those were always funnier to me.
Who's the blonde? I forget her name, but I love her. The blonde on Saturday Night Live. She was in Ghostbusters. She's done a lot of different movies. She's actually a lesbian, but what's her name? I forget her name. I could Google it, but I'm too lazy. But she played Holtzman in the lady version of Ghostbusters, and I loved that character. I'm like, there is always dancing in the lab. And there's lab fires, and you're just like, oh, look, there's a fire. Shh, it's good. Let's keep on dancing. It's like, I had actually set my lab on fire once when I was in grad school, and I wasn't even there.
Really?
So that was amazing how I managed to do that.
That's kind of cool.
It is, and my lab mates made it worse. They had to evacuate the whole building. I was actually at a cancer research hospital getting a tour, and I got texts from my lab mates going, "You need to get back here as soon as possible. The lab's on fire." I'm like, what? It's like, at the time I was working on our project, which was making a breast cancer detection device, and it was like 3D printed micro device, and I was trying to come up with a seal for the 3D printed part to where it would have, where you didn't have fluids cross contaminate, so there were little wells. And so I was working with wax, and I was like, well, let me try wax. And I started out with wax, and then I moved up and I got to silicone. And so anyway, this was the wax phase of the research.
Yeah.
And so I thought I had turned off the hot plate that I had the thing melted on when I was working with that. And so it didn't switch all the way. So it was kind of like a failure of the hot plate. Well, the thing got so hot that it caught fire. Mm-hmm. And so my lab mates, not fully understanding that you can't throw water on a wax fire, threw it on there, and it spread it across the bench.
Oh,
damn.
So it spread the fire out across the bench.
Oh, God.
So it went from like a contained thing to like a full-on Muppet beaker moment. So it's just like, it's just there. And so I'm getting this tour at this cancer hospital going, okay, let's walk around and stuff. And then my lab mates texted me, I'm like, oh my God, I got to go. And it happened to be during finals week. So everybody was taking their finals in the chemistry building. They evacuated the whole building. And so I come back, there's firefighters, and I'm going, I'm going to be in trouble, aren't I?
Damn.
Uh-oh.
I
did an oopsie.
My camera's back working, so.
All right, we just
I'm
need
having all
both now.
Yeah. I have all kind of issues with my camera. I have got to get a new camera. Unfortunately. Poop and pee.
Poop and pee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's how you know something's wrong with somebody. You look at their poop and pee.
Mm-hmm.
But Bolin deleted Shabisky's comment.
Oh,
I
no.
don't think that's the real Shabisky.
Was that not you,
Him's a little-
Shabisky?
Him's a little slow. Guess.
I didn't know there was a troll. Say something in there, Shabisky.
You can tell it's a troll because I got the real logo.
Oh, okay.
It said G. Yeah. He has it drawn. It's the draw. It's my logo, but drawn. Cruising.
Yeah.
It was for
MS Paint.
TKO.
There was a troll, huh?
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's been
God.
a couple of them this morning.
Yeah, Missy has huge boobs. Did you know that, Mel?
Yes. I think she and I have shared sentiments on the woes of the large-chested ladies.
Y'all should. I want to see you hug each other.
Well, I don't know. If we did that, then they would just rise up and we might choke on our own
Yeah, we'll
boobs.
just
So we're trying to
choke.
hug. It'd be...
That's okay. I will be there to rescue you both.
That's very kind of you.
I'll use my hand as like a separator.
That's very kind of you.
I'll just go like, okay, stop. But anyways.
I don't think guys realize, having boobs can be more of a hindrance than anything else.
Yeah. Oh, I realize. I've got giant balls. Yes, I mean seriously, I have 3 testicles, so I have more. I can understand.
Sounds like you should get a church going, the Church of the 3 Testicles.
Yeah. There probably is a church of that already for me.
Probably.
There might be the holy Pimpmunk, and here's the relic. So when
Praise
you
again.
die, you're going to
No.
donate that as the relic for your church.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have them bronzed and
Yeah.
put on an altar.
To say right now, all we have is a 15-foot ivory statue.
Mm.
Well, if they're gonna put the Black Panther guy a statue, they should put a statue of my balls up. I'm just saying.
It's on a street corner.
Only right.
Because my balls have fought for civil rights.
That's only right.
Is that why your testicles dropped?
Yes. Well, no, they're dropping because I'm old now. Yeah, it's bad when you put your socks on. You can feel your balls. It's pretty rough. Yeah, it's.
Oh boy, no kilt wearing for you, friend.
No.
You gotta hold them when you take a shit.
I mean, they'll arrest me for fucking sexual harassment if I wore a kilt.
Yeah, plus the grass would tickle.
Really, I lay on the ground all the time naked. I usually go out. My neighbor's got a garden, and I usually go out and lay in her cabbage butt naked.
Oh gosh.
It's pretty nice to have a cool, wet cabbage.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should go into business with Jillian Mai Tai with her Jilly Juice and sell some wet specialized cabbage.
Nut cabbage.
She's terrible. Y'all know about Jilly, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Jilly. Yeah, I know about her. She's a crazy bitch, man.
I didn't get it at first, like as I just like, oh, what's this Jilly Juice? I thought she was just having people drink pee or something.
No.
But yeah, now I realize it's some sort of like toxic concoction.
Yeah, it's dead. It can be deadly, very deadly.
Ah, look, there's Jeff Holiday.
There's Jeff in the chat.
Mitch and Jilly, he pops up. He's in love with her.
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Oh, good. Right on,
Jeff.
kid.
I actually read her response to the Ohio DA, and I redlined it so much. I was crying with laughter reading through it of just how garbage it was. And I looked at her references. She actually cites the Paul Revere Wikipedia page as one of her citations in what's supposed to be a science paper. I'm like, why would you need to cite, like, the British are coming, dude, in a science paper?
Well, she cites the dictionary too. Like
Yes. She cited the dictionary. She cited, and then she misrepresented actual papers in what they do. She was saying, well, lizards can grow back limbs. We can do that too if you drink this salty juice. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Not how any of that works. But it was just, I mean, for real. I was sitting, I think I went to, where did I go to? I think I went to a Payway, and I was redlining it, eating some food and just crying with laughter while I was sitting at the bar. And the dude's like, the bartender's like, what's so funny? I'm like, here, let me show you.
Let me show you something. Like Jim Carrey. Let me show you something.
Let me show you. Like, oh my God. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Oh, that's nuts. And what's sad is there's actual people out there that believe in her.
Mm-hmm.
And
She's now going the whole coronavirus route, saying, well, this person died of COVID-19, and they weren't on Jilly Juice, so they should consider doing that next time. Like,
That's
let's
like-
make
that's-
everything work.
yeah. Oh, they died of COVID. That's like saying my poodle's the best bear dog around. You don't see a bear, do you?
Oh, gosh. I am excellent at protecting my house from ninjas. Not a single ninja attack at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's like
Dinosaurs never come around my place.
That's like pussy in Shabisky's place.
Never comes around here.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's weird.
Guys,
It
stop
is.
picking on me.
Did you guys see there is a girl that went viral recently because she had questions about the origins of math? And then, she's sitting there and she's doing like a little makeup thing, but she's just got this stream of consciousness, like this flow of thought where she's thinking through. And so she starts going through and saying, but what about math? Why is it that Pythagoras actually came up with algebra? Because it wasn't needed. So she's making all these valid points.
Yeah.
But if you just listen to the first question, she says, math's not real. And then she goes, but I know it's real. But if you just stop there and you're like, oh, here's a blonde girl putting on makeup and she's already automatically stupid. People were so mean to her. But there were PhDs, like philosophy professors coming going, we have entire sections that we discuss this and talk about this, about how is it that like Newton came up with calculus or Pythagoras decided, hey, we need to figure out how to do this like mathematical system, with why, and going through all of that. So just having the discussion of how a human comes up with that, it's actually a pretty profound thing, but the internet just ripped her a new one. So many people are like, oh, she's dumb. She thinks math isn't real. And they didn't listen to anything else. They just checked out. So this British dude, this middle-aged British dude, took the same thing that she said and presented it, and it was just like, now all of a sudden it sounds profound. It's like,
well, that's like saying triangles don't exist. Well, there's no thing that exists that is just a triangle. There's things in the shape of triangles, but triangles exist as a concept in our minds so that we can help, engineering, etc. I mean, yeah. There's that.
Aliens.
There's a philosophical discussion to be had there, but that philosophy like that is almost beyond most people on the internet. To be fair, it really is. Like, they don't come on the internet to have that discussion.
Well, yeah, I think where Mel was going with this is true, though. There is a double standard, by the way. I mean,
yeah,
if you don't look like a smart person, if you don't have glasses, and you're, bad hair like Mel, I'm joking. Mel has wonderful hair. But have you ever noticed that most smart people, like especially guys, really smart guys usually have bad hair for some reason? They don't know how to. They look at Landon. His fucking head's a mess.
Yeah, he needs a haircut. Or at least the last time I saw him, his hair is all crazy.
Oh gosh.
But I think the double standard was because she was a blonde girl. That's what it was.
Blonde girl putting on makeup while talking about profound things.
Yeah, there was, And also, Bulls is right. A lot of philosophical conversations are above people's heads on here, mine included. Look here, I'd rather sit down and talk to somebody like Mel and Bulls and stuff like that and Landon than I would a true philosopher. Because I got problems with a lot of philosophers. I'm going to be, and here's why. Because a lot of them want to tell you how to live, but yet they don't do it themselves.
Hypocrisy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of hypocrisy in philosophy, okay? And especially the people, not the idea, but the people. I know a philosopher, the guy's smart as hell, but yet he wants to tell me, somebody who actually goes out and tries to make it with things and live with, tell me how to live my life. And I'm like, dude, you sit at home and do nothing. I've traveled, I've done all kinds. You do absolutely shit. So take your philosophy and shove it straight up the crack of your ass.
I find it interesting. There are a lot of, having been a little, in academia, I went back as an adult to finish my education and, going through and doing all that, encountering individuals who have just been in, their nose in a book the majority of their life. By the time they hit like 30 something, mid 30s, they haven't really done anything outside of read a book and be in a book. I mean, to be fair, I'm doing that portion a bit now, but I also had a whole life before that where I had 4 jobs at one point in time. I was cleaning toilets for a little while. I've been a DJ. I worked at a, preschool. I've worked in retail. Not done that. Considered DJing at least because I thought I could make some money because I was poor. I was really freaking poor.
I'm gonna
So
tell you
it's
something. I'm gonna tell you that's what I used to say all the time. Poor people philosophy is the shit you need to listen to because those motherfuckers are hustlers. And I'm telling you.
And, you know, and it's weird because it's like I'm in a situation now where, yeah, I work at home and I'm doing really well with my work and I can do stuff like this. And it's just like I don't have to worry about not losing my house and stuff like that. There's stuff that I used to have to worry about, like how am I going to get food? I can't go to the doctor even though I have insurance because I can't afford that. So I just got to hope to never get sick because then you don't get sick pay on part-time jobs. I mean, for real, I had 2 days off a month for at least a couple of years of my life where I was working all the time and I couldn't possibly ever go to the doctor. And if I got sick, I just went to work because I couldn't afford time off. So it's like, so me being in a situation where that's not a thing, I'm like, it's weird because it's like feels like imposter syndrome. I'm like, this isn't what I've lived, and now I'm living this way because I did actually work my ass off in school and doing and hustling that you got to do when you're poor and you're not born with a silver spoon. I have a giant student loan. I don't want to talk about, guys, but I'm in a situation now to where I'm like, okay, I don't technically have to worry about dying right now from being homeless or not having food. And where I work, 70% of the people that I see are poverty line. So I get to help them. So I can be like, dude, no, I totally understand if you're about to lose your light, you lose electricity. Let me tell you where you need to go to get some help with that so you can keep taking your class. Yeah. So I kind of have a bit of inside knowledge from a lot of the people that I work with because I know these people are, they're having to work, they're doing this stuff. And I'm like, no, man, I get it. Just keep me in the know and let me know what's going on. And I'll see if I can help you,
Struggle is real, man.
Poor people got to look out for each other. Even formerly poor people. Look out for other poor people, man.
Exactly.
Help them out.
In dark times.
And speaking of helping poor people, y'all need a tip. My ass is poor.
Has there been any tips this stream?
Not today.
Holy shit, no tips, guys?
No tips.
Not today. That's unusual.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Well, they're all broke philosophers like me.
What the heck and heck, man?
It happens, but it's okay. It's okay. I think I'm gonna shit myself pretty quickly here.
That's
Pretty quickly.
Yeah. I feel a rumble in the tummy.
That's cute.
I blame Missy. Missy, you looking good today, by the way, with the hoodie on and all that shit. Looking sexy. I'd let you harass me. I wouldn't
it's not
harass
harassment
you.
if it's consensual.
But I'd act like it wasn't consensual, then I'd sue her.
No.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh, guess
She harassed me,
I'm
Judge.
not the harassing type.
Yeah, remember, guys, tomorrow on the show we have a fan day. So I just want you to know, make sure y'all join the Discord. Make sure y'all in the Discord tomorrow.
Shut up, Panther's pussy.
PTM gave 20.
Share your thoughts.
Share your thoughts, Shab. Thank you, PT, for the 20. Appreciate it, buddy.
I don't have.
You don't have any thoughts
going on now?
Yeah, dude.
Thoughts to yourself.
No.
You shouldn't publicly admit that, buddy.
Okay, here's
PT.
a question for you, Shabisky.
Yeah.
If you are up to your neck in a barrel of snot and somebody throws poo at your face, do you duck?
Ew.
That's
yeah.
That's interesting.
Swim.
Thanks for having me on.
Aww. Thank you, Mel. Appreciate it. We're glad to have you on.
That's so sweet.
So sweet. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So
god.
you would
I would duck in that snot and swim my way out of there, okay, to safety.
you're in a barrel, you can't swim out.
It's a big barrel.
It's a big
You're
barrel.
gonna swim in a barrel, okay.
Well, jump
big
out. Whatever, I got this. I duck and then get out.
You're gonna go deep diving in the shallow end of the pool.
My poor man philosophy dictates that I should give other poor philosophers some money.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Tegan.
two guns.
We appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah. What a bunch of bosses.
See, yeah, it's about damn time you'll start tipping.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
And I think a couple of y'all forgot some zeros.
Yeah, what the heck?
That was supposed to be 200s, not 20s.
Oh my goodness.
We do thank the three people just do. Y'all keep them coming in, stupid motherfuckers.
Oh, God. Disavow.
Most people don't ask for tips like I do. Most people are like, oh, polite and sweet, and I cuss them out.
Oh gosh. You know, maybe there's some people who are into that. They want you to call them all kinds of ugly names when they get.
Oh, really? Okay, P.T. Ham, you're a cunt, bitch. Slut puppet.
Oh, damn.
Slut puppet.
Yeah, you smell kind of weird. PT.
See, he doesn't. By the way, Mel, Shabisky doesn't know how to insult people. Like, you just heard that you smell kind of weird.
Tried.
You smell like a dumpster at the back of a Thai restaurant on a hot summer afternoon.
There you go. See, that's an insult.
God, that's
Now
mean.
that is nasty, and that's a good insult. I'm gonna have to use that sometime.
Yeah. See, even P.T. Ham said you suck, Shab.
What the heck, PT?
Well,
So we're
stop.
best
Oh
friends.
my goodness.
You suck enough to start a Harley. Now that's an insult.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh gosh. There are just, I think I might just have a hole in the wall where I keep putting my head through it, having to deal with everything that's going on in the world. It's just,
Yeah.
man, how are we not all drunk all the time trying to cope?
Oh, I am.
There I am. Shit, what are you talking about? He does drink a lot. He's got issues.
Oh, so many.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
he needs AA.
I
Oh.
feel
Smoke a
like,
lot of weed.
I need the whole alphabet.
oh,
Yeah.
I-
And,
are we
go
all
ahead.
drinking crazy juice? I mean, it's like every single day I feel like we're all drinking crazy juice.
I think it's something in the COVID. I think the COVID did something to everyone's brains
Well,
to
the
make them
world-
dumber than they were to begin with.
Dude, I don't know, man. This year's been like, what the fuck, really? I'm not lying. It's just so much shit at once. It's all at once. It's what every year we have a couple of bad things that happen, but not like every fucking day, it seems like.
Every day we are Jean-Luc Picard on the Enterprise going, damage report, like every
Yeah.
single freaking day when you wake up and you look at the news. It's like, what's going on now?
And then we get to like slide hope. Well, maybe we have a leader that'll get us through. And then we see what we got the talking Cheeto. And it's bad.
We're
It's real bad.
falling into fascism pretty rapidly now.
Oh, dude, and here lately he is like G-Man. He doubled down, and he's like pretty much being racist,
It's
Yeah.
scary.
openly being racist,
Yeah.
and it's just nuts and it's insane, and people are still supporting him, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
It's, I just, again, want to put my head through the wall
Yeah,
all the time.
I want to put my fist through Shabisky's head.
What? What'd I do? I didn't do nothing.
You said you voted for him.
What? I thought he'd change things, like he said, right? That's what he said.
He said he'd make America great again.
Oh, yeah, no, wrong president. Yeah, I wanted him to make America great again. The greatest, just like me.
That's it, Chad. You're getting publicly stoned. And not
Oh
the good
my
kind of
God.
way.
I get publicly stoned every day, okay? That's my job. All right? You think I'm scared to get publicly stoned again? Here, I'll do it again.
Missy's already too high. Don't
encourage it.
Don't
know what
encourage it.
planet she's on.
Missy's over here just shaking her head. Don't even know why the fuck she's doing it. She's like, yeah, I don't agree. You don't agree with what? I don't know. I just don't agree.
Let's all
I can
not
smoke
agree with
all the
Missy.
weed I want.
Oh my goodness.
Look at her suck that glass dick.
Oh, dang.
Hey, Lady Chong, you okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing just fine.
Give me some Missy philosophy.
Some Missy philosophy.
Philosophy. Give me the philosophy, baby. Shabisky's over here. I like falafels.
I don't really know what the difference is between a falafel and a waffle. Is it the batter?
Missy looking extra cute today.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Simp.
What a nice simp. Thank you, simp.
He's simping for Missy.
Ah.
What is okay? I'm not hip to the lingo. When somebody's simping for somebody, I figured out what Stan was because I had one of those for a little bit, and they got weird, like actual Eminem Stan kind of stuff, where he's emailing me all the time, and he's like, "You haven't read this yet, and then he went and contacted somebody I knew who worked with me, and was like, "You need to tell her to do this for me," and I'm just like,
I wrote you, but you
"Dude."
still ain't calling.
So I figured that out. But what's simp? Because I'm not with the young kids in the lingo.
Me.
Well, it's derived from simpleton.
Simpleton, yeah.
But really, it's just any man who. It's basically like a synonym for white knight.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the new cuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just now at this point, it's just a insult that gets flung out there like anything else.
Like cuck did. I mean, I have people call me a cuck, and I'm like, dude, I'm not even in a relationship. And they're like, what? I actually had someone like, what does that matter? You stupid motherfucker, that's what a cuck is.
Yeah, simp would be like somebody that's like all into Missy. They're simping for Missy.
Okay.
Which
Like have a
every guy
crush on her or whatever. One of the
every
many
guy
viewers
does.
that do.
We all have crushes on Missy.
We're all simping for Missy. Yeah.
We all love transgenders.
Yeah. Because we know I'm a man.
Yes, he used to be a man. That's what.
Good girl.
Well, we all know that. You're still a fucking bitch.
I'm working on it. Stop it.
Shabisky's been doing some self-reflection, and he's making a list of goals.
Shabisky has a big Taurus.
Ah, it took me a second to figure that one out in my head.
Yeah, because
You know, Pimp, I think we missed a segment unless you were planning on doing it in the next 20 minutes.
No, we're gonna
Word
do
of the
that.
day. Word of the day,
Yes.
Shabisky.
We've done that the last couple days.
I think we know we
I thought
did
this
it
was
last
over
week.
with.
We forgot to do it yesterday. We did.
You
forget
missed
to do it.
you missed one day, so now you have to do 2 words today,
Now he has
Shabisky.
to do just one word. So what are we doing, Mel? Is I make him he has to go and find a word in the dictionary or whatever and explain it, give us the definition, use it in a sentence, and all that. We're trying to smarten him up. And last week he went with accoutrement and he called it accoutrement. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Cooter man.
I said, "What?
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Do you have your word?"
Maybe.
It's either yes or no. It's not a confusing question.
No, I don't have one yet, babe.
Well, you better go get it. You should have. I told you to get it the night before. That way you could be studied up on the word. But here you are, a dumbass.
It
Am I?
was an accident.
Give me your word.
I'm working on it. Hold on, babe. Hold on. Pick your nose a little bit.
Dictionary.com. Boom, you're there. Okay, give me your
What?
word.
What? Hold on, babe. God, stop yelling at me. You're so demanding. Oh my God. And we didn't even do this the last couple days.
One
Yeah.
day we missed you, dumbass.
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
give
count,
Shabisky
Chad.
a word, and he can guess what it means.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
what is-
yeah, give him. You can do that, but he's also going to get a word. Give him a word.
Okay.
What? That's just extra. What the fuck is it? I didn't sign up for this.
Think about it this way. Think of it like extra credit in school. It can help
Yeah.
your grade. It can help your grade. It can't do anything but
grade
help
doing-
your grade.
Am I gonna get a star? Another star? Another gold star?
I'll
Yes,
send you a
sci-
gold star.
Scientist
Gold
Mel will
stars
give you
on
a
his
gold
brain.
star.
I'll give you a gold star.
Yay!
Okay.
Oh my god.
See if you can guess what this word is. Lysophosphatidic acid.
It's LSD for lice.
Yes. It is LSD for lice.
LSD.
Yeah, if you want to,
right?
yeah. That's how you
So-
get rid of them. You give them way too much LSD, and then they get confused and
They run away.
Okay.
they run away.
Okay, use the word in a sentence. Lysophosphatidic acid.
Dirt had lice, so I sprayed some lysophosphatic acid in his hair, and we got rid of those little bastards.
Statistic acid.
They
Autistic.
were, those little fuckers were gone the next day. I did.
Well,
it.
I'm gonna go
Now,
ahead
see-
and help you out. I don't know what the fuck that meant either.
See, if I was going to use that, if I was going to go that route, Shabisky, I would have said phosphatidic. Lysophosphatidic. Lysophosphatit. So it's an acid that affects the tits on lice. There you go.
Oh, my
damn.
goodness.
Yeah,
it's
you
okay.
were.
Enlighten us, Mel. What did Shabisky
What did that mean?
in my
Yeah.
hair?
So lysophosphatidic acid is kind of like a little signal for a cell that will cause it to kind of save itself from cellular death. So for instance, in cancer, normally with a cancer cell, it'll undergo a self-destruct phase to where it'll kill itself. Well, what happens with certain aggressive strains, they have a lot of those little receptors. They're like little antennae. And so anytime those antennae are fired off by lysophosphatidic acid, it prevents that cell from going that cell death, killing itself. So that's how a lot of cancers are able to persist, because they don't undergo that programmed self-destruct sequence because of that particular receptor.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if I sprayed that shit in my hair, I'd have some real strong hair.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. You probably could. It would probably just keep those cells alive, I suppose. But there's a normal amount of that. I think probably the other problem you run into is if you start putting too much of that. I don't know if it's a thing that's actively made in the body, but anytime you introduce something to your body that your body actively makes, your body will stop making the thing. That's
Yeah.
why steroids are a problem, because
Yeah, melatonin fucked me up in like middle school.
did it?
I was taking too much melatonin and I became dependent on it, and then I suddenly didn't have melatonin anymore and I developed insomnia.
Wow. You know, I took this is funny. This is a funny story. So back in April, I started taking melatonin, and I was taking about 5 milligrams a night. Well, shortly after that, really awful like stomach problems started to develop. Like I'd be waking up at 3 a.m. and the just, awful diarrhea. I mean, it was just horrible for like April all the way through June. And I've been like trying to troubleshoot. I went on antibiotics. I'm like, what is going on? Do I got the Rona? Am I one of those asymptomatic people? And so then I did some digging. It took me several months to figure out that melatonin was causing me to have these horrible stomach upsets. And then within a few weeks of me stop taking it, all of the symptoms went away.
Melatonin, I hate that stuff.
Well,
Not
and
only
the-
does it not do anything for me, but it hurts my
Yeah.
tummy.
Well, and that's like they do the same thing even with like antacids, like the Prilosec, the thing that turns off your acid pumps. Basically, you're only supposed to do that for so long, otherwise you're going to end up with other digestive problems. You're only supposed to do it for a couple weeks, and then you're supposed to take a long break from it until your acid reflux comes back, and then take it again.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, be careful with that stuff. So I probably won't be doing the melatonin again.
Yeah.
Not
I-
pleasant.
I'm gonna get me a woman with melanin and put my tone on her. I tell you that right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Solves
Yeah, I
all your
did that.
problems.
What's-
I'm a perv.
Okay, so for your sexy times, pimp,
Yes.
what music do you listen to? What's a pimp date like?
Polka.
Polka?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Polka. Keeps the rhythm going.
No, dude, I like my old school R&B. I'm old
Play
school.
some Keith Sweat.
Damn straight, girl. Throw some sweat in there. Damn straight. Get some fucking, yeah.
Some
Get
Genuine in there.
Well, yeah, some Genuine. There you go. Some old 50s like love music, like fucking like Patrick Swayze movies. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Swayze, in all Patrick Swayze movies, he always fucks to an old 50s song, right? So
Okay.
I pull out my Patrick Swayze on a bitch.
Okay. What about Jodeci? Jodeci? You played Jodeci?
Yeah, Jodeci, absolutely. Oh yeah, you gotta pull out. And back in the day, I ain't gonna lie, you throw some R. Kelly on back in the day until I realized he was singing about
I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah, dude, that's a great song until you realize he was talking about 14-year-olds. I was like, oh, but
yeah, that ruined that song for me.
I like some music, Soul Child. I like that one.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I like all that shit. You gotta put on some good R&B to have sex with. Yeah. Now Shabisky, he likes gangster rap during sex.
Barry White, Marvin Gaye. Barry White, Marvin Gaye.
Absolutely. You gotta throw some white on. Barry White. Fuck. That voice. Oh. Shit, I'd let him fuck me.
Oh, damn.
You got your word, Shabisky?
Can't get enough of your little baby.
Yeah, I have a word.
Okay, give it to us.
Hold up.
We don't do Morse code. We don't do Morse code. You gotta speak English.
I imagine he did just say something horrible in Morse code.
There's a bunch of racist stuff.
Don't say that.
It was an accident.
Give us your word. Shut the fuck up.
All right. Okay. So the word of the day is hypoparathyroidism.
Pseudohypoparathyroidism?
It's a medical disorder.
Pseudohypoparathyroidism is what I heard. What'd you say?
Hypothyroidism?
Yeah, super hypothyroidism.
Yeah.
Did you say it?
Super hypothyroidism?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, damn.
Now, you heard them pronounce it. Now you pronounce it.
Super hydro, whatever.
Thyroidism.
Okay.
Not
I did it.
Bubba's in the South.
What?
Thyroidism. Not Bubba's
Cow
fine.
and chicken. Chicken and cat.
Listening to Kids Bop as sexy music is a good nut.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
I don't know
Thank you,
what
Dad.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that at all. I'm gonna have to disavow that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for your money, but no. Thank you for your money. No. Okay, give us the definition of your word, Shabisky.
I did. It's a medical disorder.
Okay, that's
Of
not
what?
the definition, buddy.
You think? Okay. you're-
My foot up your butt is a medical disorder too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Give us the definition.
Let's see. It's too much reading. I don't want to do all that.
Okay, well, use it in a sentence.
Pimp has pseudohypoparathyroidism.
Is it pseudo or super?
Pseudo. I don't know. I
Pseudo.
don't know. I'm saying stuff. Did I say super?
It sounded like you said super the first time.
Nah, I don't think so. You're lying.
Oh, God.
Why do you pick words you can't even pronounce? At least pick something you can fucking pronounce, bro.
Just pronounced it.
You
Perfectly.
did not.
Pronounced it perfectly.
Okay,
Shut
do
up.
it again. Say it again.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it up. Okay. Pseudo. You say it, pimp. You read it.
I'm not looking at the fucking word, bro.
You should. It's too hard.
Link it. What is it? Type it in the chat.
Okay, here. Let me put it in the chat.
Copy
Okay.
and paste.
Holy shit!
I don't
Let
see
me
it.
see.
Pseudo hypoparathyroidism.
Okay, I couldn't say that either.
Pseudo hypoparathyroidism.
Pseudo hypoparathyroidism.
I think he probably put pseudo too many times in there. Pseudo hypoparathyroidism. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it
So
says
Right.
pseudo hypoparathyroidism.
Yeah.
Yeah, because pseudo wouldn't make sense because then it wouldn't be pseudo at all. It would just be hypothyroidism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what if it pretends like it's pseudo hypothyroidism,
No, that's.
but it turns out to be real
that's- you're
hypothyroidism?
saying- No, I copied and pasted it. You're talking about me.
Okay. I have something for you to do, Shabisky. Look up the longest word in the English dictionary.
Oh, I think we might have just read that the other day.
Yeah, I think so.
The
Oh,
first
wow.
word.
It was a very big word.
Is it anti-establishmentarianism?
Yeah,
Something like that?
No, it was
the longest
bigger.
one I'm seeing is Flockenausenahilipilification. And yeah, that's what we had the other day. It's 29 letters.
Flocka?
Fuck
Let
it.
me see.
Flockification.
Nah, whatever.
And to pronounce that word correctly is pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanosis. Yes.
Yeah, this is the word I got. It's something different. So I'll put this in our chat here. It's that one.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Damn, that shit's got
Yeah.
volcano written right into it.
That looks like it's longer than the word
You know?
I had.
It is longer than the word you have, buddy.
Yeah,
It's what happens when you inhale cement, basically.
Yeah.
Silico-
Well, the person who did this ought to be hit.
Volcanoconiosis. Volcanoconiosis, I think is what that is. Yeah.
Well,
No ultra microscopic silico volcanoconiosis.
Okay.
Your turn, Shabisky.
it's Pimp's turn. He hasn't done any of this.
Since I don't do the word of the day, it's your segment, buddy.
Everyone else is reading it. Fuck you, Pimp. Read
You want
it.
me to read that? Okay. Ding dong.
You know, it's an A for effort there.
I ain't even gonna fucking try it. I can't say it. I tell you that right now. I can't say that word. And by the time I get halfway through it, I'll take a nap.
Then there's the chemical
That's
name
fire.
for Titan, or for Titan. You know what I'm talking about? The largest known protein.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Oh god, yeah.
It
If you
takes
went
like
through the
5
amino
hours.
acid
It takes like 5 hours just to read the word.
Yeah. And then if you just look at the amino acid sequence, you're gonna be all day writing that out.
Yeah, you look at the minor acid sequences.
It's for the lice.
Yeah. The LSD for the lice. I can see some fucking tripping ass fucking lice on somebody's head. Did you hear that? I swear to God, the hair's talking to me, bro.
I'm bugging out, man.
Oh my gosh.
Colors.
I'm hearing me some
Scientists.
keratin now. I'm hearing me some keratin.
I can smell blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. Dude, I had an uncle who told me when I was way too young. I was probably, it's gotta be because I'm all fucked up in the head. Probably one of my earliest memories. I was probably like 4 or 5 years old. This dude, like, he told me, yeah, I had a friend one time who took some acid, and he didn't bother to tell me what the fuck acid was. So I'm just thinking about something that burns. And he's like, yeah, he told me he could taste the color blue. And I'm like,
Well, I took acid one time, and I watched my feet walk off and leave me.
Yeah, I had a friend on
Yeah.
mushrooms. He went to take a piss, and his dick grew wings, flew away, and said it was telling God everything.
God damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up. Well, anyways, we got a few minutes left. Do you have anything coming up, Mel? Any shows you're going to be on or anything?
Yeah, so I'm doing on Sundays. I have a show with Nervardia in Australia. She's out in Australia called This Week in BS. This past Sunday, we talked about different social media things we had seen, particularly with masks. People basically say, I got a staph infection from wearing a mask. You change your mask like your underwear, folks.
Yeah.
And don't turn it inside out and put it on the other way. That ain't going to work either.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
mean,
kind of
With your
stupid.
underwear.
I mean,
Yeah.
just, so we talk about that. I still have my show I do on Saturdays. That's where I talk about the latest in science news, and it's kind of a bit more lighthearted and fun. The Sunday show, we tend to be a bit more cheeky and say sweary words.
Hey, I love cursing.
So it's
Cursing's
funny.
awesome.
I do have a show that I'm kind of doing now on Fridays. It's self-isolation shenanigans, where it's like a game show.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
pretty fun. And so I can host up to about, I think, 8 different people. And so I'll make like Wheel of Fortune style games. Sometimes we'll have Jeopardy. And so it's all related to like current times. I think when we were talking about Dr. Stella Emanuel at one point in time, we were talking about demon sex. She said that essentially causes diseases, and then she said that there was a gay agenda or something. And so the gay terrorists take gay terrorism. And so one of the questions was a gay terrorist act, and it was bursting out into random Hamilton tunes publicly. That was supposed to. So it's really cheeky and silly fun, and people get points, and you get a certificate if you win. You get a whole certificate with your name on it. And it's got little stars, and you get bragging rights until the next episode.
Yeah, the
But
police
it's okay.
gave me a certificate not too long ago. It's called a warrant.
Ah,
And
There you
it had my name on it too.
it's super awesome. But yes, so it's open for people to join if you want to pop on. I know Missy was going to be on at one point. She said she would, which would be a lot of fun.
I'll
So-
jump on there sometime.
It's cool. We laugh, and we have a few drinks and
Cool.
play a silly game.
Sounds like fun, man. Oh, I'll damn sure watch it. Okay, well, Dirt, you got anything going on?
Like I said, you can catch me on exit 322 with a banjo and a bucket.
Yeah. There you go. Well,
There I go.
and a Walmart bag for a diaper.
There you go.
Well, Shabisky's just going to be streaming sometime today. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm scheduled to stream in a little while.
He's going to be
GTA.
he's going to be discussing the COVID and everything, and he's going to be going in depth on COVID-19.
Yes, that is.
And
the
he
stream.
and they were also they're all, in his Shabisky book club. They're going to be doing Hunchback of Notre Dame next week. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep, people love it.
yeah,
And
People
talking about
love-
how it applies to modern themes.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
things like that.
yeah.
Okay. That sounds
Yeah, we
interesting.
really go in depth on the whole thing.
Give us just a little bit right quick before we end the show about Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, and for those interested, the chemical name for the Titan, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right, Mel, but it's 189,819 letters long.
Ah, yeah. If you go through and you put the name of each amino acid, yeah.
Yeah.
That's we don't that's the word we don't speak. We
Because
just call it Titan.
Because you literally can't speak it because you would probably screw it up somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, all right then. I may be live sometime tonight too. I'm doing random streams lately, try to earn a little extra money for the move and stuff. So Make sure you check that out. And tomorrow, remember, tomorrow on this very fucking channel, we will be doing Fan Day. So make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you're on the Discord tomorrow. If you want to be on the show and talk with me, the host, me, Missy, Shabisky, Booleanenator, and also joining us will be Marilyn Mathers. And I know a lot of you love her today too, also. And so yeah, we may even get see if Marshall wants to join too, just to fill it out. And but all of you have a chance to be on the wood. We're not going to do it like we did last time, because last time was a clusterfuck. And we had like 50, 60 people in at once, and it was fucking insane, and everybody talking. We're going to bring in like a few at a time, but we will try our best to give everybody a chance to be on. Looking forward to it. We'll see you then. Shabisky sucked today. Missy was awesome. The guests were even better. And Booleanenator did an awesome job as always. And